Hello.
So very good afternoon to everybody.
Good afternoon.
So first I would like to congratulate the Department of EC and the principal of Sridatta Group of Institutions to take up this initiative and conduct a webinar on a very happening topic, that is startup culture in India. I would just like to say the students that there were talks about cryptocurrency, digital money and all those things earlier. Now as such, the new currency of the millennium is ideas. So any student who has got an innovative idea, or any student who has got the urge to become an entrepreneur, and rather be an employer than going for employee, I think the colleges, the faculty, the principal and all should put effort to develop an ecosystem for establishing center of excellences, incubation centers, calling experts from the industry, guiding the students, making the students, develop their ideas in the form of prototypes, and inviting even investors also if the idea is viable for commercial use and functionally feasible. So I wish all the students and faculty very all the best for this webinar, and I hope that they will definitely gain a lot of knowledge through this webinar. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your blessings. Thank you, sir. Now I would like to invite our resource person, Dr. V. Ramanathan, sir, to start the session.
Good afternoon to all. Is it audible?
Good afternoon, sir.
Is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Hello,
sir.
sir.
Is it audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Please, 1 minute, sir.
Yeah.
Dear students and participants,
Sir, good afternoon,
before starting this webinar, we would like to give some brief information about our resource person, Dr. V. Ramanathan, sir. Sir, actually working as an assistant associate professor in MBA and also control of examination in SCMV University. And he had a vast experience of 22 years in the academics. And also he is guiding 8 research scholars. And in the 8 research scholars, 2 research scholars have already got the PhD degree. And also sir has guided 25 students and they have got MPhil degrees. And sir has published so many research articles in international and national journals. And also sir has published one book in impact of global marketing trends. And also sir has acted as a resource person and spokesperson in various forums like webinars, seminars, and faculty development programs, workshops. So now we are inviting our resource person, Dr. Swaminathan, sir. We can start the session, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot for the introduction. First of all, I thank the management of your organization for inviting me to offer this webinar to students as well as faculty members. I thank your principal and a very good friend of mine, Dr. Sendil, for calling me today. Of course, I can't say no whenever he calls. That type of intimacy we have developed here. And I thank all the head of the departments and director for inviting me to this seminar. Of course, I to congratulate very first that I have chosen a wonderful topic to deliver to students, because it is a need of an hour today to develop the students, rightly sir has said, as an employer rather than an employee. Thanks to our government of India, which recently initiated the tentative of startups and ecosystems. Present Prime Minister of India, Dr. Modi ji, who is initiating, who is stressing all the time about startups. Of course, the startups are very, very important for any graduates and especially for professionals for their career as well as for the development of the economy. it's my responsibility before to show my PPT, I just to narrate what is startup and what is ecosystem. After that, I can show my PPTs. Um, Startup is a kind of business model which is recently identified by countries in the world, and probably this kind of business model is existing. It is not a new. It is existing one. At the same time, we are putting innovation and we are putting the impetus for the development of the business in local community. That is what the startup insists. So a person, a professional, a graduate, probably a school dropout, anybody can do this startup. And one thing is very important thing is, by starting a startup, there are two advantages. One thing is a business model emerges in the world, ideas will be conceived. At the same time, a huge amount of employment opportunity will be generated in a community where the entrepreneur starts the business. That is what the ideology behind a startup. What is that startup ecosystem? When you want to start a business, probably we all know a single man cannot do a business by investing money alone. We need ideas, we need employees, we need advisors, we need government support, we need consultancies, we need research organizations to provide or conceive inputs for the development of the business. Without all these people, a business cannot run. And of course, we have to accept one more thing: for running a business, society is inevitable. Society here means the consumers. Without a consumer, a business cannot survive. So when you connecting all these people for a new business model, which is a small in size, for that is what we call it as startup ecosystem. So ecosystem is normally available in a society. It is available, but it is available in different form. Ecosystem means people. Ecosystem means environment. If an environment comprises people, the people here is doing different type of professions. Somebody is an investor, somebody is a researcher, somebody is a government organization, somebody is a banker, somebody is a supplier, somebody is a vendor, somebody is an idea provider, somebody is a service provider. When we are able to connect all these people under a business model in order to develop, promote a product that is being utilized by a society, that is what we call it as startup ecosystem. So it is responsible for any businessman, or it is responsible for any entrepreneurs before to start up a business. They to know how to connect all these system in the environment. That is what the startup ecosystem demands. Is it audible? What I am speaking, is it audible to all?
Yes, sir.
Oh, fine. Now I am going to show my PPT. Probably from that you can understand better. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Is it visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fine.
Visible, sir.
Okay, thank you. Fine. This is what the startup means. A startup is a new business. That business is going to be started with innovation. We all know what is called innovation. Innovation just means doing an existing thing in a new way. Of course, we are all very well aware about three dimensions in the world. One is called invention, another is called discovery, the third one is called innovation. Invention, something you bring to the world which is not existing, that is very new. It is explored. That's called invention. Discovery, something exists in the world, but somebody identify it exists. That's called discovery. Innovation is something is existing in the world, something is in practice, but we try to give it in a new way. That's called innovation. So if you say a business, definitely we all know every business, it may be called a commercial business, it may be a venture business, it may be a service business, it may be anything else in the world. When you say the word business, if you see in management terminology, we use the word business means state of busyness. So in the world, busyness happens. It's not new. It exists. Every business is existing in the world. But what we are trying to do is when an existing business, which is being given in a new way by taking some risk, that is called innovation. So when you are giving innovation, probably a technology comes to picture. I want to tell one thing. Technology doesn't mean that something, an instrument. When you say the word technology and knowledge, an embedded knowledge, which we try to give it in a convenient form, that is called technology. So a new business which you are planning to with innovation, with latest technology, and when you want to bring innovation and technology, of course, we need to understand one thing called human passion is very, very important. Without passion, an innovation cannot be brought. Why I say no? When you want to give some innovation, you have to break the ideas. You have to bring the ideas. What idea you bring, you have to make the society to accept. What you want to give it a new idea and a new technological form, it will not be materialized immediately. It will take a long time. Something will accept by society immediately. Something will not be accepted. It will be getting failed. Again, we have to do again and again. For that and all, we need a passion. Without a passion, definitely innovation cannot be made succeeded. So, when you want to do a startup means an existing business in a new way, which we call it as an innovation. But when you want this innovation to be accepted, we have to bring some technology. When I use the word technology, don't confine your mind only with the instruments, machines. Technology can be given by any way. I'm going to show the later slides so you can understand what technology exactly means. And when you want to combine the innovation and technology, of course, a human element needs a passion. Without that, a business cannot be run. So when you combine all these, that is what we call it as startup. This is the simple equation for startup. Startup means a business. Fine. There are creating disruptions. For example, I'm showing a PPT here. See, we all habituated of using rental taxi. One point of time, we had a rental taxi, but a rental taxi when it was flowing on the roads, we did not brand it actually. Today, the same rental taxi system is innovated by somebody. What they have done, they made it as a call taxi. They have given a brand, Ola, a brand which is very, very known to everybody, which is very, very familiar with everybody. You know, giving a call taxi or taking a taxi for rental, it is not a new business. It is an existing business. To our knowledge, almost right from our childhood days to till date, not only us, our predecessors, their predecessors, everybody were habituated of having a taxi system, rental system. Today, the same idea was conceived by somebody. They made little bit innovation. What is that? They connected a different, requirements of the customers and made it through connectivity system of technology by using RFID system. Ola has been developed, Uber has been developed. This is what we call it as a startup. You see, the left side of the picture shows taxi. Taxi rental is common. In our local system, we had it common. Today, the same local taxi system has been developed global level by branding it, by using the existing technology, we made it very, very clear what we say availability of taxi on call, taxi in a minute, rental taxi for a minute. That is become the innovation as well as technology, and the people worked on that idea, how this existing system can be given in a new way. I say a simple terminology, say a old wine in a new bottle. This is what I can say. The existing system is old, but we are trying to give it in a new way. This is an example for startup. Another example I show you. Grocery. Of course, we are all very, very habituated and familiar with the grocery systems. We had a market system. We had a platform system. We have a traditional sellers of groceries. We had a supermarket. We had a traditional supermarkets. We had a modern supermarket. What today is happening? The existing grocery system is made homemade deliveries by using the existing technologies, using the mobile technologies, using the tracing technologies, using what we say sensor technologies. The grocery system is available at your doorstep itself. Here, what if we see the left side, it's a traditional one, it's an old one, it's an existing business. But what we try to give it, the existing business, we want to give it in a convenient way to consumers. By sitting at home itself, a consumer can see what are the menus are available in the grocery store. They can order and they can get it immediately. So the right side shows the existing model is innovated. It is supported by technology. People think over, people conceived a new idea, people brought to market, people experimented it. That is what passion. So this is a very good example for startups. Of course, one point of time we had a one point of time we used library. One point of time we used to go for bookstores. One point of time we go and buy books in a traditional market. Today, the same business, but we made it with the help of the existing technology of what we say mobile reading through online books, e-books. It are all nothing but a startup. So existing idea, innovation in existing idea is innovated. Innovated here means how can give it in a present requirement of the people. So, and by using the existing technology, a startup has been made. This is an example. Of course, I need not say anything. One point of time, we walked to hotels, we walked to restaurants. Today, restaurants are coming to our home. Of course, you are all very well known about it. Okay, and one point of time, when you want to book a room, we suppose we are making a trip to some place. We visited the hotels, we booked the rooms, and we stayed. Today, no need. Before you start your program, before you start your itinerary, before you start your tour, you can simply go to search engine, search the best hotels are available in a particular location, and booking in advance what type of requirements you need in the hotel, what are the facilities in advance you require in a hotel, and that is being given in the form of innovation. So one point of time, the same Taj Hotel is, of course, is a world familiar brand. Today, they are giving the rooms like this. So this is a kind of a startup. Of course, you are all well aware about it. One point of time, we had a traditional shoppings. Okay, we went shops. Today, you have online deals. Online, like what we say about Amazon, Flipkart, Snapdeal. These are all nothing but they are doing the same service. They are providing the same service. Only thing is they made it convenient. They made it a new way. How they made it and how they made it convenient? They made it convenient by using the existing technology. They think over it. They prepared something. New business model they developed. They had a passion to develop the model. That is what very, very important. So the existing model is converted as what we say a startup. Of course, you are all very fond towards Foodpanda, Zomato. What's happening? We visited restaurants. We ordered a menu by seeing the menu cards. Today, you are able to order by sitting at home itself. So here, what is happening? The restaurant is not changed. The service is not changed. The delivery process is not changed. The menu is not changed. What is happening? Instead of making you to come to a restaurant, the brands, the companies, they are coming to our doorsteps. They are delivering on our convenience. So this is a classical example for how a business has become a startup. Okay. Of course, today you see that you have to accept this is the medias. Okay, if we see that we have all kind of what we say about social medias. Of course, interaction, social community development, network, contacts, relationship. These are all not new. These are all very, very old. These are all, one point of time, of course, we to accept when you want to share your ideas, or when you want to talk to your relatives, or when you want to talk to your friends. We had a traditional communication system called a postal department. We had a traditional communication system called telegrams. Today, what is happening? All this, the core idea is not changed. But what is happening? The core idea is regenerated. The core idea is innovated. The core idea is developed. The core idea uses the prevailing updated technology. Again and again, I tell you, technology, don't confine yourself that it is only instrument. It's an application of idea for present requirements. Today, these are all the network medias. Here, what we are doing, we are chatting, we are sharing ideas, we are communicating, we are sharing images, we are putting our comments, we are putting our advices. Today, how many businesses are happening through social media? How many advertisements are floated through WhatsApp? How many advertisements, how many official communications are transformed through mails like a Twitter or whatever it is? So this is, here you see the people who are all created all this, they created the existing things in a new way. This is a wonderful classical example for startup. And of course, this is what our India demands today. Startup India, we are all very aware about it. Instead of depending somebody for your what we say about career, instead of depending somebody for getting your salary, why don't you can start your own business? Of course, I say businesses are always old, but the way you conceive, the way you think, the way you develop, that is what as something new. By how you are going to develop those ideas, how you are going to think on the existing things, or nothing but we need creativity. And we to connect many things when we are developing creativity. Okay, fine. This is what the existing business. How can I give it in a new way? You see, the way Zomato developed, the way Swiggy developed, the way Flipkart developed, the way the Amazon developed, what people did, they took the existing thing, they find out the way of giving better for so present day demand of the society, how conveniently we can give, how technology can be executed in the system, and for that, what are all the supports we need? That is what the startup demands. Startup means starting a business is not alone startup. While you are starting a business, please don't mind about what type of business you are going to start. Where are you going to start? How are you going to start? That is not a matter. Matter is while you are going to start up a business, while you are going to do a business in a small way, with measurable scales, with repeatable scales, with a lesser economy of scales, how can we connect different people? If I start a business, how can I bring consumer inside the market? If I start a business, how can I associate with the government? If I can start a business, how can I connect myself with a long-term relationship with the suppliers and vendors? How can I approach the bankers? All these things, when you try to connect it at the time of consuming a business or at the time of designing a business, that is what startup demands. That is what our government of India also tell the people. Startup, we are ready to support you with the finance. We are ready to support with you investments. but it is your responsibility to connect all the people. While you want to connect all the people, it is an art. Somebody can give you money. Say, for example, if suppose your father or suppose your family member gives to you money, that's not a problem. Getting money is not a problem. But how, after getting the money, when I am putting in business, how can I connect the people? How can I connect the different systems in the economy to to develop a business or to promote a business? That is what startup demands. That is what the idea of the government of India also talks about. Here I can say what is startup means. Startup may be a private limited company or a registered partnership firm or limited corporates or registered in India not prior to 5 years. Not prior to 5 years. Okay. If it is very old, that is not coming under startup. Probably the dimension given, the scale of tenure given is less than 5 years. And one thing, you can start it in any form. If I want to start it as a company under Registered Companies Act, you can start it as startup. Or if I want to start a business model, a new business model under startup, you can start it in the form of partnership form. It is permitted in any way. And another thing you see, the annual turnover not exceeding 25 crores. Your annual turnover should not exceed 25 crores. You may ask one question. Now only I'm going to start a startup. How can I get an annual turnover? And that is what the answer is. The startup doesn't mean that somebody to start a new. Even an existing company also can go for a startup. Suppose a company, a larger company, which is doing a business of less than 20 crores in a year, they can also start their own ancillary unit in the form of startup. Startup is not only for a new business people. Even for existing people can also go for startup. Only thing is, something you want to give it an innovative way. Something you have to give it in a passionate way. That is what startup is. And another thing, if you look into that, when you form a startup, splitting up a business already in existence, that's what I told you. Already you are doing a business. But existing business can be split. Your investment can be made a split. And a reconstruction of existing business in a new way. That is also called a startup. Okay. And very important thing, the last and very, very important thing for startup is you have to work towards innovation and development. That is what startup demand. You may ask, why are you talking about innovation and innovation? I tell you, no. You make somebody to accept the old thing immediately or later period of time. Without innovation, things cannot happen. I tell you today, due to this pandemic in 2020 March onwards, all the institutions are promoted by online. Of course, all the examinations are going by online, the classes are going by online, the evaluation systems are going by online, the interviews are going by online. You know, I am sure if the pandemic continues till December 2021, the online things become very familiar. The traditional things will become unfamiliar. That is what acceptance. That's something called socially acceptable norms. So when you want to give something existing, bring innovation. If without innovation, people cannot accept. Innovation means existing things in a new way, existing things in a unique way. For any startup, innovation and development is very important. Innovation alone cannot work. You have to develop the existing innovation. That is called re-innovations. When you start a business, when you bring a startup, you cannot make it at one point of time that there is over. Again, you have to bring innovation, because when you fail to bring innovation, what will happen? No, the consumer will switch the product. You know, consumers are none other than the human beings. We human beings are made by feelings, emotions, sentiments, likes, preference. It keeps on changing. That's what a famous marketing philanthropist used to say, that people mind is like a riddle. Your taste is not always consistent. You know, just for an example, in your home, Your mother used to prepare the idli for 2 days. What you ask? Daily you are giving idli. Why don't you go for dosa? That is what the mindset of the people. People in each and every consumption, they may consume air, they may consume water, they may consume food, they may consume cloth, they may consume fashions, anything they consume. One point of time, people need change. When people need change, consumer need change. When you fail to give something, the need change of the consumer, that is called survival of fittest. You all well aware about Darwin principle. We want to survey in the world, you to adopt what others are expecting. That's why when a consumer is expecting something, you to deliver. That is what. Whatever you say today, innovation, I say, there is some people would have aware about management students are aware, if it is that they may aware about. There is a famous marketing psychologist called Philip Kotler. He used to say, what you say today innovation, tomorrow it will go to pot. That is what the ideology. I say today is innovated product. You know, mobile. The very first time when it was launched 1 decade back in India, it was an innovative product. The same mobile today, if you bring to people, they say old, outdated. They say outreached. People want new. Innovation always need some kind of developments, re-innovations. Okay, that is very, very important in startups. And another thing is development or a commercialization of new products. You know, you may be a scientist, you may be a mechanical engineer, you may be a ECE, you may be a EEE engineer, whatever it is. End of the day, whatever you design, whatever you produce, whatever you manufacture, whatever you process, you should have a commercial value. A businessman must know how to change something to a commercially valuable thing. That is what startup needs. I say that there is a word called technocrats. You are aware about it. Technocrats is nothing but an entrepreneur who start a business with the technology, or who is investing their money on a mission-oriented product. They are all called technocrats. Of course, I have to say that the engineers, those who are all sitting in this class, probably they would have been called as technocrats. They are all designing ideas. They are all designing the product by putting their knowledge. And whatever you do it, probably if it doesn't have a commercial value, you cannot do a business. I say a simple example. You all well aware about it. ISRO. Everybody know about ISRO. Indian Space Research Organization. What are they doing? They are all launching satellite vehicles. They are all scientists. They are all experimenting. But when you keep on experiment, the world will not accept. You to make whatever you experiment it, probably it has to be commercialized. Thomas Alva Edison invented a bulb. Probably somebody, if there is no to commercialize, nothing will happen in the world. So you can develop anything in the world. Of course, today you are all well aware about COVID. There are injections or vaccinations are developed. Vaccinations are researched. Vaccinations are promoted. Until it does not meet the commercial value, it cannot become a business. So a startup entrepreneur should know whatever I design, it may be a product, or it may be a service, or it may be an idea, or whatever it is, you must know how to commercialize it. So for a startup, commercialization is very, very important. It may be a process, or it may be a service driven, or it may be technology, or it may be a intellectual property based. You got a patent, or you got a trademark. So these are all collectively known as startup. A startup needs what we say. It may be a company or whatever form. It may be a restructured, or it may be reconstituted. You should have a limited annual turnover. And of course, when are you saying something startup, you should have a innovation. It should have a commercial value. All these things. Now I say, what's the difference between business and startup? Of course, there is no much difference. But already I told you, startup need innovation, startup need commitment, startup need risk taking, startup should have a limited turnover values. You see, this is the difference. You all well aware about the Big Bazaar. What about Big Bazaar? Big Bazaar is the leading chain store, you all well aware, which is a very familiar brand in India. Almost they are having 350 plus stores. and located in 100 plus cities. Almost in every top cities in India, you are able to see the chain stores of Big Bazaars. And if you see, the value of Big Bazaar is almost, I'm sorry, I'm not so confirmed. It is 2000 crores and above. It is founded in 2001. You see the same idea, Big Bazaar. Today it is done by Flipkart as a startup. What are they doing? They have 6 warehouses and 0 stores. Flipkart don't have any physical stores today. What the business is promoted by Big Bazaar, that is promoted by Flipkart. And if you see, the valuation is 98,000 crores. Understand the difference. A store which is having 350 stores plus 100 plus retail outlet chain stores, their valuation, estimated value is 2,000 crores. Whereas a new idea cracked with the existing business idea without a zero stock, 0 store, they are able to capture the market 98,000. That is called necessity of mother of invention. There is a say in English, dance for others too. The consumer's demands, I want something by sitting at home itself. I want to see whatever you are offered by sitting at home itself. The idea was cracked by somebody. And you see, it was founded in 2007. Whereas Big Bazaar founded in 2001, their way of expenses are something, the valuation 2,000 crores. You see their cost of expenses, cost of maintenance, cost of stores, cost of employees, cost of promotion. Whereas a 2007 based Flipkart is able to estimate the value of almost 98,000 crores by spending lesser than Big Bazaar. This is what a business, and this is what we say about a startup. Of course, both are business model. I say both are models. But one thing is, what is existing now that is being innovated by somebody by investing less cost and putting more efforts, and a very, very important thing, utilizing the available ecosystem in the world. That is what the difference between business as well as startup. You see another difference. This is a traditional call taxi system. Of course, North Indian better aware. They had 12,000 car cab purchased by them. You see, they didn't take rent. The owner of the business purchased almost 12,000 plus cars. And company's valuation is almost $120 million. Whereas, if you see Uber, 0 taxi purchase. They are not purchasing taxi. They are not purchasing taxi. They are not investing the money on the property. What they are doing, they are connecting. They are connecting their different vendors and promoting the product. Company's valuation almost $62.5 billion. And it was, of course, started in 2009. Of course, you can understand where the different exist. Both are business, I do agree. But the thinking, rethinking, the innovation makes a startup. And everybody wants to become an entrepreneur. That is what India demands. That's what India expects. Of course, the present government and the Prime Minister also insist always comes with a startup. You bring your ideas, make your ideas to commercialize, make your ideas to work out, make your ideas to sociably accepted by everybody. That is what the entrepreneurship requires. And of course, I want to show some of the people. Paytm, the age of 37. The age of 37 is doing a very big business. Paytm is a small business, connecting people for money requirements. We want to pay the cash and we want to send money to somebody. How the business is developed by that, sending money is not a new phenomena. Drafting money is not a new phenomena. Sharing money or depositing money is not a new phenomena. Somebody has taken the existing phenomena and worked out in an innovative way. Of course, Flipkart, when he started Flipkart, his age is 35. Snapdeal, his age is 31. Ola, his age is 28. And Oyo Rooms, Of course, well, they are the promoters of the best rooms available in the locations. The age of 21, he started the business. Of course, these are all the young startup businesses in India. They are doing a wonderful business, which are all look at all these people. They have not cracked a new idea. That is not something called the technology breakthrough is not happening. The existing the system was prototyped. The existing system was copied. But what they tried to give it in the market, the copied things was given in a new way, innovative way, acceptable way, by using the available technologies. By using the, I to say the very apt word, not available technology, by using the perfect technology, they are flourishing the startup as a business. So when you want to do startups, probably some took the initiative to work outside their domain. So you may be an engineer, you may be a teacher. That's what I earlier in my starting points itself I told you. For starting a startup business, you need not be a professional. You need not be a graduate. Of course, you may be a professional, you may be a teacher, you may be a college dropout, you may be an MBA, you may be an actor, or you may be an engineer. If you look into that, everybody, if a Paytm is an engineer, probably somebody is an actor, somebody is a book show, MBA, OYO, college dropout, teacher, probably. You understand, they are all from different disciplines. Only thing what they did is, they brought innovation. They had a passion, and they are having a passion. Of course, they are all taking the right technology from the market. So if we look into that, the India Fillings, he got a master degree in airline management, and probably who founded IndiaFlings.com is not a CA, is not an MBA. He got his own degree, and probably he developed a model, Indian Fillings model. Is a new model of business. India Fillings. So anybody can become an entrepreneur. Anybody can become what we say about a business promoter. And of course, there is no constraint for qualification, knowledge. If anything is able to be innovated by everybody. So fortunately, we are all blessed with thinking factories, brain. Possibly, we are all blessed with what we say about creativity. One thing is we need a passion. We need to take a risk. When you are habituated of taking risk, when you are habituated of bring forth creativity, when you are habituated of what we say interact people and connect people, of course, startup is not a big challenge in front of us. So of course, one thing we have to keep in mind, life doesn't have a meaning called loss. Loss is only our psychological thoughts. When keep on we trying, probably ideas can be generated. Ideas can be. One thing missing with today's youngster is that they are all able to conceive ideas, but they are not having the persistence to develop ideas. That is what the lagging thing. When we are able to what we say progress ideas, when we are able to progress the conceived ideas, of course, we can bring new wonders by the way of developing new business model in the form of startups. And any success for startups need these things: ideas, team, business model, funding, and timing. These are all very, very important. So you may have a good idea probably, but you need a teamwork. That's what I earlier told, ecosystem. You to attach the ecosystem as a entrepreneurs. In ecosystem, you have to bring investors, you have to bring government supports, you need a banking supports, you need vendor supports, you need researcher support. When you are able to connect all the people by teamwork, and of course you need the employee support. When you are able to connect all these people and you are able to bring a new business model, And with the suitable funding, definitely you must know where to launch, when to launch, how to launch. Always a business need a right launch point. The timing is very, very important. Timing doesn't mean that your luck. Here, timing means when you conceived an idea, when you conceived a model, probably you must know where to launch, when to launch, how to launch, how much to launch. That's very, very important for any startup. So these are the 5 key elements, essential elements for the success of startups. And before you start a startup, you must know who is your target audience. Suppose you are going to start a business, you must study who is my target audience. Your target audience are your localites or national or regional or international. Today, Amazon, they know the target audience. Who are my target audience? And if you see, if you are able to see that Swiggy, they know who are all the target audience. And before to go for commercialization of startups or before to go for a startup, you must know who is your target audience. It may be an industrial product, or it may be a consumer product, or it may be a service product, whatever it is, you to study your target audience. And another thing is how much they are using, volume of usage. Every product will have a usage volume, right? We must study. That is what research is very important. I told you in my very first presentation itself. We have to associate with the research people. As a business people, we cannot do our own research. There are research organizations are available. There are data producers are available. We have to connect with the people. We have to study those people. We have to contact with the people. And so if you are good in that research, probably you can do your own research work. And another thing is, how much should I invest? It doesn't mean that since you have our money, you have to invest. You must know optimization. How much to invest, where to invest, that's very, very allocation of money. That's very, very important. And are you going to do your startup in B2B or B2C? Your business is going to be business to business or business to consumer. Say, for example, you are starting a retail shop, an online retail shop in your own location, probably online pharmacy shop in your own location. Your business is going to be B2C. The same location, you can give pharma product to retail shops. That become B2B, online ordering. So, probably you to decide B2C or B2B. And after deciding B2B or B2C, you to know who are all the people available at existence, or who are all people are existing suppliers, who are all the people are existing business people, and who is my competitor, what type of business they are doing, what are the innovation they have brought, what innovation I can use to outbreak their innovations. All these things you have to do. It is called competitor analysis. In management parlance, we used to say ETOP analysis: environment, threat, opportunity, profile. When are you starting a business that's called ecosystem. When are you starting a business in an environment, you have to study who are all the competitor, what type of business they are doing. If I do the same business in a new model, what type of opportunity do I get? What are the threats? If I do the business, who will be entering in later? How do they enter? Everything you have to study. That is called ETOP. E stands for environment, T stands for threat, O stands for opportunity, and P stands for profile. So before to do a startup, you must know these things. Who is my audience? Audience means who are my target consumers, and how much they are using, what they are using, which competitor product they are using, how much do they consume. Today, you are all having a CRM technology, which are all helping very much to study the consumers. And of course, what type of business? Should I go for a sole proprietor business? Should I go for partnership? Should I go for chain stores? Should I go for online business? Should I go for company-based business? You to know size of the business and how the business is going to be, B2B or B2C, and which industry you are entering. You to know who are all the competitors, who are all the new entries, what are the new entrance opportunities are available. Before they enter, how I can harvest the market. All you have to study. These are the very important things before to start up anything. And of course, these are the very, very important things are required for startup. You know how to brand it. and how to create an idea, how to use the existing medias. Of course, these are all areas the startups are coming. I do agree. Branding industry is becoming a very, very big, what we say, startups are coming. Idea creation industry startups are coming. Storytelling startups are coming. Social media industry, of course, we are all very well know. The design industry, there people are coming. E-commerce, so many startups are coming. Development industry, so many people are coming. Photography industry, so many startups are coming. Video and animation, so many people are coming. Content writing today, online advertising, online promotion, social media, content writing, how many people are coming. Of course, we are watching, we have been watching television industry. How many storytellings are coming? Of course, you are all well aware about WWF, World Wrestling Entertainment. Today, many of the youngsters are pointing towards how many storytelling they are making in the particular industry. So there are so many startups are coming these areas. You have to choose the right. And while you are choosing the right, you must know which is a need of an hour, which will work out. That's very, very important. And I already told you, all it takes innovation. You just to see the picture. This is what innovation is. When everything is one direction, something is in another direction. Okay, that is what innovation. Think the existing thing in a new way. That is what I say, innovation. Thinking suppose a road is there, a path is there, everybody is going in one path. A person say, why should I go this path? I tried this path. That is called innovation. He is taking risk. 100 people are going by one road. One road is not used by everybody. A single man wants to go by the road. When he start to go by the road and when it's convenient, remaining 100 people start to come in the same road. That is what innovation means. So this is what innovation. For a startup, that's what is given. All it takes is innovation that makes you out of all the events in the market. And of course, it is called mental accounting. I say an entrepreneur who is going to do a startup, they are called entrepreneur. Your brain, I say it's an anatomy. An entrepreneur brain is full of ideas, and his eyes looking for investors and opportunities. That is what an entrepreneur needs. And every human being got a anatomy. Every human being got a skeptical. But one thing, when you are an entrepreneur, of course, like other human beings, we also have a brain, but our brain is always with the full of ideas. An entrepreneur is looking for investors and opportunities. Their mouth always communicating their visions. An entrepreneur should have a vision. What I am going to do after some time. What I want to become after some time. That is called the positivity. And if we look their ears, always listening to customers' feedback. If you want to be a good businessman, listen customers. Many of the successful businessmen in the world, they have succeeded not talking to customer. They listen a lot from customers. A good businessman always talk less and listen more. So an entrepreneur needs this quality. And if you see, the stomach is always trust your gut. Probably it needs some, always keep, it is always in hungriness. Hungry means it doesn't require food. It requires money. It requires what we say success. It requires goals. And their heart always full of passion. I want to achieve. I want to succeed. I can win the world. And of course, their feet dream high, but stick to the around. It walks a lot, but the walk is always a straight line. It doesn't have curves. They go by directions. And of course, their leg keep them in going tough time. So that characters are required for entrepreneur. So everybody in the world can become an entrepreneur. Any human being can become an entrepreneur, provided when they have all kind of the skeptical systems, probably they can become a successful entrepreneurs. And some startups fails. They do some mistakes. I just given a data. Failing to ask for help. If you need a help, nothing wrong to ask for help. You to wear out your shyness. An entrepreneur wear out your shyness. Entrepreneur always find an opportunity, explore the opportunity, utilize the opportunity. So some entrepreneurs fail because almost 1.4% of it is not the data is prepared by me. I've taken some data from the existing online sources. They're failing to ask for help. That some people are failing, ignoring social media. Today, entrepreneur, at one point of time, people used advertisements, promotions, publicity. Today, the biggest source of publicity is social media. The entrepreneur who fails to utilize the availability of social media, they failed because of that. And building something that nobody wants. You must know what to create, which people wants. You have to study the market. You have to do research in the market. What consumer want from me? What is the behavior of the consumer? Who fails to do that, they fail almost 36%. And of course, when you want to succeed yourself, it is not your work alone. You need a very good team. When you fail to recruit a very good team, when you fail to hire a good people, of course, many startups fails. And sometimes you lose your tempo, lack of focus. That is the reason some entrepreneurs are failing in the startup and fail to execute sales and marketing. Of course, marketing is an art. I say in the world, marketing is nothing but you are giving a solution to people problem. You know, any product in the world, it is developed only to solve the problem. A brush, a paste, a soap, a face cream, a powder, all are giving solution to people problem. So, what my product, what problem it's going to solve. You have to communicate to customer, by using my product, this problem will be solved. So, there some people fail and not having the right co-founders. So of course, if you go for a partnership firm and all, probably if you fail to choose the right partners, of course, there are chances for failures. And investors, not customers. Okay. Don't think that the investors are like customers. Investors, you are giving an opportunity to expand their money value. So that attitude, some people don't have. Chasing investor, not customer, and find a right investor. That's very, very important. And you are not planning for investing money in right sources. Portfolio investment is not rightly planned. There is a chances for failing. And spending too much money, that is called wrong calculations. Sometimes people spend their money or put their money in non-performing assets and unwanted assets. These are and all. That's what the consultancy support in the ecosystem is required before to go for startups. Of course, these are the major issues. Because of that, many of the startups have been failed. You have to avoid those things. Okay. And today, the government is supporting, rightly said, your director has mentioned in his starting point, incubation centers are started by government at college levels, probably people to use. And, IITs are very much lean towards of establishing incubation centers. New innovations have been made by students, have been put forth in IIT. Today, every engineering college, SSR, and even AICT also demands, UGC also demands to have incubation centers. The ideas, innovations of the people can be developed, supported in incubation centers. And today, young members to think big, achieve bigger. Today, a lot of soft skill programs are offered by colleges. Communication skill development programs are offered by colleges. People have been asked to go for competitions, product prototype, model developments, everything engineering institutions are promoting. And of course, government is supportive for funding, bank loans, everything, legal single window system for clearance for licenses, everything, patent developments, everything the government is giving support. And of course, lot of seminars, workshops are conducted by online and offline by the government of India to encourage the entrepreneurs to go for startups. I am not only telling only students, for everybody it is opened. So these are the chances are given to become a startup. Of course, we have to accept one thing, change is very important. We cannot continue a status quo. Changes are very, very important. Then only we can shine in the life. Nokia, iPhones, you see the difference. You are able to see why Nokia failed one point of time and why Nokia is succeeding today. That is called adaptability. What market demands from Nokia of same old technology, they have brought to iPhones. Probably what market demands when you are bringing your innovation, there is absolutely no problem for success. So success can be enjoyed by people. And technological advancements and advancement are bringing changes. E-commerce, of course, made the things more convenient for professional. Already told you, capital technology replacing labors, consolidation of market players and making a marketplace. Today, so many chances because of the e-commerce and e-business. We are able to get together in online platforms have become marketplaces today. In an online platform, we are able to connect people. Vendors can be connected, customers can be connected, business people can be connected. All the facilities are available because of the technologies. For today's startup, the technologies are support a large. So nothing permanent in the technology except to change. These are the example. SMS one point of time. Of course, SMS is not a very old one. It was almost a decade back. Today, how many people are using SMS? We are going for WhatsApp. WhatsApp gives better than an SMS. Orkut, one point of time. Today, Facebook, the same technology. But what we say, an improvement is made in the technology. That's what I have mentioned. Old wine and new bottle. Today's technology will become tomorrow's spot. So these are the things. One point of time, we had a traditional banking. Today, ICICI is a pioneer of online banking system in India. So technology is not permanent, but the same technology goes for change. That's why for a startup, you have to think for a new changes. You see, this is the difference. Business magnet of yesteryears, business magnet of today. You understand from the picture, okay? So I don't want to tell each and every point because the time is getting almost, it's timing of 4:10. So startup is not by process. It's all about your mind. Okay. Quick learners. If you are a quick learner, if you are work smartly, you can take quick decision. If you are having the ability to accept risk and take risk, think out of the box. That's very, very important for today's entrepreneurs. Okay, if you are able to inculcate these qualities, definitely doing a business is a very wonderful job, and doing a business is very easy job. And of course, when are you doing a business, you are all developing and supporting the economy by providing employment opportunity to many people. Okay. End of the day, survival of fittest is very, very, where are you going to do the business? That is not a matter. How do you fit your business? Where are you going to do it? That's very, very important. So these are all very classical example for startups. Probably, if you see food industry, Foodpanda, Zomato, supply, Grofers, Big Basket, travel, Yatra.com, all these things. Okay, these are all classical examples for startups. So these are some leading India's startups. Of course, they are all doing a wonderful business today. Only thing is they did innovation and they are all matching to the market. If we want to succeed in startup, this is the mantra one. You need 3 things to create a successful startup. To start with the good people, to make something customer actually want, what they want, study the customer, read their mind, and develop product, and to spend as little money as possible. Okay, that's 3 things are needed for success of startup. The second mantra is whether professional can grasp such changes. How afraid and how far you have come. How faith and how far you can go. It doesn't mean that professional alone to do. Anybody can do. Only thing is you must know where to start, where to finish. Success mantra 3. Don't be afraid of change. It is leading you to new beginning. Always accept change. always make yourself ready for change. So if you have this character, you can win. And of course, the mantra 4 is not the strongest for the most intelligent who will survive, but those who can best manage changes. Intelligence doesn't require for startups. Smart work is understanding, scanning the environment. It's very, very important for success. Of course, the last mantra is dear past, thank for all the lessons. Dear future, I am ready. If you have these characters, probably you can do wonderful startups, and please try to connect with the ecosystem. That's very, very important. This is about my presentation, and of course, with that, I stop my presentation.
Yeah, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, sir. Thank you, sir. It's such a wonderful session. I would like to thank your guest, our resource person, Dr. V. Ramanathan, sir, for visiting and enlightening us with their knowledge. Today's webinar was so full of knowledge and interesting things. Sir, it gave us a deep insight into the topic, and also it revealed some interesting facts. We're pretty sure that the precious knowledge that you have shared with us definitely help us in our future careers. Thank you, sir. Once again, we are thanking you, and we would like to thank you have taken this session, even though you are in spite of having the busy schedule. Thank you, sir. And also, I would like to say thank you for our and I would like to say thanks for our director, sir, and principal, sir, for providing the support for organizing this webinar. And also, finally, I want to thank all the students, especially the Technical and Innovation Club, for organizing this webinar. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for inviting me. Thanks to everybody.
Yeah. So,
Thank
sure,
you.
sir, we definitely will invite you for some more webinars regarding this session, sir. Thank you very much.
It is my pleasure. Thanks to all.
Yeah.
Thanks to.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you
Thanks
all.
to-
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks to all the participants and students and the faculty for patience listening. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I think the session has ended now. If you have any doubts, you can ask the sir. Otherwise, you can leave the session. Is any queries are there? You can ask the sir. Otherwise, you can leave the session.